Do you ever wake up feeling like there's a weight in your belly, as if something isn't quite moving right? Maybe your clothes are fitting snugger than usual, even though your eating habits haven't changed. You've done everything you were told: cut back on sugar, eat smaller meals, but that persistent belly just won't budge. If you're over 60, here's some reassuring news: you're definitely not alone. And more importantly, you don't have to stay stuck in this state. Imagine if just a small glass of a simple drink each morning made from 5 gentle, natural components could help ease that bloated feeling, flatten your belly, and jumpstart your digestion. No pills, no pricey supplements, no complicated instructions. Just something your body may have been needing all along, but no one ever mentioned. Stick with me for the next few minutes and I'll walk you through what this drink is, why it's effective, and how to make it right in your kitchen. But before we dive in, leave a comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from. I love seeing how far these healing insights travel. And make sure to hit that subscribe button here on Health Hub so you never miss out on simple, empowering health tips to keep you light, strong, and full of life through your 60s, 70 seconds, and beyond. Let's get started with the 5 ingredients that make this drink surprisingly effective, and you'll be amazed at how simple they are. We begin with something incredibly basic: warm water. Not steaming hot, not icy cold, just pleasantly warm, like the kind you'd sip on a quiet morning. It might seem too mild to matter, but often the simplest things make the biggest difference. As we age, our digestive process tends to slow down. Food doesn't pass through as easily, and we start feeling tight, bloated, even after light meals. That's where warm water comes in. It acts like a gentle soak for your stomach, easing the tension in your gut, relaxing internal muscles, and widening blood vessels to support smoother flow, both in digestion and circulation. Drinking a glass of warm water first thing in the morning is like telling your system, let's get things moving. It activates the release of enzymes that your body depends on to break down food, absorb what's needed, and get rid of what's not. It's like switching on the lights in your digestive tract. Warm water also offers a slight sense of fullness, not heavy, just pleasantly satisfied, which can help reduce mindless snacking. It helps bring your natural hunger signals back into balance. I once heard from a woman named Mary, age 67, who told me that this tiny routine changed her mornings. She used to wake up bloated, stiff, and out of sorts. But after just 10 days of starting her day with warm water, she noticed a real shift. Her belly felt softer, both outside and in. Her digestion sped up, her energy improved, and her clothes fit better. No fancy fix, just warm water. Now imagine combining that soothing base with something that revs up your metabolism and supports fat burning. That's exactly what we're doing next with a timeless golden ingredient. Let me introduce you to apple cider vinegar, not the clear kind, but the raw, cloudy one that contains something called the mother. That murky part is packed with natural enzymes, beneficial bacteria, and acetic acid, the things that give this ingredient its power. Apple cider vinegar has been used for decades for good reason. It works with your system to support fat metabolism, balance blood sugar, and flush out waste. Best of all, it's gentle. It gives your body a helpful nudge instead of a jolt. Here's what it does for your belly. Drinking it before meals, especially in the morning, slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. That keeps your insulin levels more stable, prevents energy crashes, and reduces the chances of storing excess sugar as fat, especially around your waistline. If stubborn fat has been hanging around for years, this simple ingredient can help unlock it. A man named Harold, 72, shared that he'd battled belly fat for years, even when eating less. But after 10 days of adding apple cider vinegar to his morning drink, he felt lighter both physically and emotionally. His digestion improved, cravings faded, and he had to tighten his belt a notch. Apple cider vinegar also encourages your stomach to produce more acid in a good way, which helps you digest food more completely and reduces bloating. Plus, research shows it may lower LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, directly supporting heart health. There's even more to it. Apple cider vinegar naturally fights harmful bacteria, helping your gut stay balanced and strong. So when you mix it with warm water, you're not just hydrating, you're activating fat burning, improving digestion, and boosting overall balance. Next, we brighten up the mix with something simple, tart, and full of vitality: lemon juice. It's refreshing, yes, but also incredibly supportive when it comes to shedding excess weight. Lemon juice enhances digestion by encouraging the production of digestive juices and supports a healthy pH balance in your body. Though acidic by nature, lemon has an alkalizing effect once inside the body, which helps reduce inflammation and boosts liver function, your body's primary fat processing organ. If you've ever woken up feeling sluggish or heavy, it may be a sign your digestion needs a boost. Just a splash of lemon in your morning drink can instantly reawaken your gut, helping food break down more easily and efficiently. A client of mine, Doris, 65, told me she used to wake up feeling backed up and drained. But after adding fresh lemon juice to her morning glass for just 10 days, she noticed a big improvement, better digestion, more energy, and a noticeably lighter feeling in her body. Lemon juice is also loaded with vitamin C, giving your immune system extra support. And if you suffer from joint pain or inflammation, the antioxidants in lemon can help ease those symptoms over time. Here's a fun bonus: lemon also helps curb cravings. It stabilizes blood sugar and supports insulin balance, which can stop those mid-morning snack attacks in their tracks. If you're aiming to burn fat or maintain a healthy weight, this is a game changer. Now, let's move on to the next ingredient in this powerful drink: ginger. It's about to take your results to the next level. That humble little root sitting on your counter isn't just for teas or soups, it's actually one of the most effective natural allies for digestion and belly fat. When you add fresh ginger to your morning drink, it delivers something special. Ginger gently activates your digestive system, helping food move through more smoothly and preventing it from sitting in your stomach and causing gas or bloating. That's why people often feel relief from bloating just a few days after starting to use it. If your stomach sometimes feels unsettled or sensitive, ginger is one of the best natural remedies around. It's been trusted for everything from seasickness to nausea to recovering from heavy meals. But here's what makes ginger really shine: it doesn't just calm the gut, it energizes the whole body. It contains compounds called gingerols, which are powerful anti-inflammatories. These help soothe not only the digestive system but also reduce joint pain, stiffness, and gut inflammation. I remember a woman named Bernice, age 70, who'd struggled with bloating for years. It kept her from social events because she never knew how she'd feel after eating. But after adding a few slices of ginger to her morning drink, just like we're doing here, she felt something shift. The pressure in her stomach eased, her clothes fit better, and she even joked, "I'm not afraid of dinner parties anymore." Ginger also gently warms the body, promoting circulation and giving your metabolism a natural lift. Nothing extreme, just a little spark to help your system burn energy more efficiently. It's like lighting a gentle fire in your belly to keep things moving. When you combine ginger with lemon, apple cider vinegar, and warm water, it creates a beautiful synergy of healing. But we're not quite finished. There's one last ingredient to add, and it just might surprise you. It's sweet, grounding, and quietly helps tackle belly fat from the inside out. And now for the ingredient that ties it all together with warmth and harmony: cinnamon. Not just the kind sprinkled on your toast or mixed into cereal, but authentic ground cinnamon added with purpose. This isn't just about taste, it's about benefits. Cinnamon carries a subtle strength. Once it enters your system, it immediately begins helping your body handle sugar more efficiently, which becomes especially important as we age. Over time, our cells naturally become less responsive to insulin, causing more sugar to remain in the bloodstream. Eventually, that excess sugar gets stored as fat, often around the midsection, but cinnamon can help turn that around. It boosts your body's sensitivity to insulin, allowing it to use sugar for energy instead of storing it as fat. And that's just one of its perks. Cinnamon also plays a soothing role in digestion, especially when bloating is caused by imbalances in gut flora. I once spoke to a man named Thomas, age 74, who used to think cinnamon was just for baking. But after a friend suggested adding it to his morning drink, he gave it a try. 10 days later, he noticed a major drop in his sugar cravings. "It's the oddest thing," he said. "I just feel more content, no more midnight pantry raids." That's cinnamon in action, regulating appetite, improving digestion, and promoting overall balance. There's also something emotionally comforting about cinnamon: the familiar scent, the cozy flavor, the grounding feeling it brings to your day. That warmth actually supports emotional well-being too. When you feel centered and nourished, your body responds with calm, which can naturally reduce stress-related eating and support a more balanced mindset. Now that you understand how each ingredient supports your health, let's bring them together. into one simple, nourishing morning drink. Don't worry, it only takes a couple of minutes, and many people tell me it becomes their favorite part of the day. Start with 1 to 2 cups of warm water, not too hot, just pleasantly warm so it's soothing going down. Think of it as a gentle awakening for your digestive system. Next, squeeze in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. If you like a little extra zest, feel free to add a bit of lemon peel, but that's optional. The juice alone provides plenty of benefit. Then add 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, the cloudy kind with the mother still in it. That's where the enzymes and good bacteria are. Stir gently to combine with the lemon. Now it's time to warm the body from within using ginger. You can slice a few thin pieces or use about half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Let the slices steep in the warm water for a few minutes before drinking to extract the flavor and properties. Finally, sprinkle in just a pinch, about a quarter teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Don't overdo it. A small amount adds just the right balance of warmth, support, and that cozy scent. Stir everything together and your revitalizing morning drink is ready. You can drink it all at once on an empty stomach, or divide it into 2 servings, half in the morning and half later in the day. Just sip slowly, letting it absorb like a message to your body that says, I'm taking care of you. If you're new to these ingredients, take it slow. Don't double up on quantities. More isn't better. Consistency is what brings the best results. And if you're taking medications or have a sensitive digestive system, it's always wise to check in with your doctor first. The goal is to support your body, not overwhelm it. You might be wondering, how often should I drink this? What kind of changes will I see? Before adding this to your routine, I want to remind you, just because something is natural doesn't mean it's unlimited. Even helpful habits need boundaries. This morning drink, while powerful, works best when used with awareness. First, the lemon, while it's fantastic for cleansing, using too much over time can wear down tooth enamel, the protective layer on your teeth. If you're drinking this regularly, it's a good idea to rinse your mouth with plain water afterward, or better yet, use a straw so the lemon bypasses most of your teeth. Then there's the apple cider vinegar, extremely beneficial, but also strong. If you drink it undiluted or exceed the recommended amount, it can irritate your throat or stomach lining. That's why mixing it with warm water is essential. It makes it gentler and safer to absorb. Also, remember to cycle it. This drink isn't meant to be taken every day forever. Barbara recommends a rhythm of 10 days on, then take a 3-day break. That pause allows your body to reset. Rest is part of healing too. If you have a sensitive gut, ulcers, or are on medications that affect digestion, always talk to your healthcare provider first. This isn't about pushing through discomfort, it's about offering your body kind, supportive care. Most people find that with regular use and tuning into how their body feels, they notice results within the first week. But remember, this isn't a quick fix, it's a shift, a gentle, steady step toward feeling lighter, clearer, and more balanced. So what actually changes after 10 days? If you've been feeling bloated or weighed down for a while, one of the first things you may notice is a feeling of lightness, not from skipping meals, but from everything finally flowing as it should. Your stomach feels calmer, the tightness begins to fade, and you might even wake up with a flatter belly. Many people report reduced cravings, especially for sugar and salty snacks. That's because ingredients like vinegar and cinnamon help stabilize blood sugar, keeping energy steady throughout the day. You're not chasing snacks mid-morning or rummaging through the kitchen after dinner. You just feel more balanced. Your digestion also picks up less gas, fewer stomach issues, more regular bathroom visits, no need for supplements or teas. And when your digestion improves, everything else follows: better sleep, more energy, and an uplifted mood. You feel more at home in your body, more in control. I've heard from so many people who were amazed at how their waistlines shifted from this one small change. Not in an overnight miracle way, but enough to make clothes feel better, movements easier, and posture more confident. That's the real power of it. It's not just about shrinking your belly, it's about releasing the heaviness you didn't even realize you were carrying. So here we are, my friend, 1 glass, 5 ingredients, 10 gentle days. That's all it takes to start a shift. Not just in your belly, but in how you wake up, how you move through your day, and how you see yourself in the mirror. This isn't just a recipe for digestion or a flatter stomach. It's a daily act of honoring your body, showing up for yourself every morning with something warm, restorative, and made with care. I want you to give it a try. Not because it's trendy, but because it's timeless. Try it for 10 days. See how you feel. Then come back and share your journey in the comments, the changes you notice, even the small wins only you can feel. And if this message resonates with you, if you know someone who's been feeling off, struggling with their belly or energy, send them this video. A small share could lead to a big change, and don't forget to hit subscribe here on Health Hub so you never miss the kind of simple, thoughtful reminders your body and spirit need. We're here to grow stronger, together one morning at a time. You've got this and your body is ready.